but only strictly where I'm famous. I'm in this for the longest haul, like we'll see where it takes us. I'm throwing back these double shots like whiskey here is weightless. Cause this career I chose was even riskier than Vegas, yo.
Oh my goodness, you know what tonight is, right? Tonight is our special night. I know we wait all month for this, and I don't know about you guys, but it is my favorite night of the entire month. And tonight is our special investigation episode. And I just want to say hello to my good friend, amazing psychic medium, Jennifer Shaffer. Hi, Jen. Hi, and we've got Michelle in the house as well. Hi, Michelle. Yay. So doesn't it feel good when we get back together?
Always.
Reunited?
Yes.
Feels so good.
Don't make me sing that song.
Baby, come back.
I think what's interesting is that we always have so much to choose from for this, and that's the hardest part. The most challenging.
Yeah.
For this episode.
It is. And what do we do, you guys, I think just so you know, we put a ton of thought into what are we going to talk about? What case are we going to talk about? Or what topic are we going to bring to the table? Because there's so many facets to it. How can we go deeper? What can we talk about? There's so much with these cases that we bring to the table that you're actually not allowed to disclose. So it makes it quite difficult.
Yes.
To actually be able to say what is enough that we can say and not say, right?
Right.
And then the other thing I think that we both try to do is teach and what's socially conscious,
Right. Back to ethics
and integrity.
Yeah. Absolutely. That's an enormous part of this work, is how you say it and what you say.
Exactly. And a reminder that you're here to not create harm.
No. We are here to look
or fear.
Right. We are here to look at things, give evidence, knowing that it might not be what we see, but it'll link up later and then get out.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I want to just mention a couple of things that I got coming up, if you don't mind, at the new space that I can't wait for you to be there with me. Look, I'm going to do an intro to intuition class. This is with Brandy Chrisman. She is from Tulsa, Oklahoma. So I go to Tulsa in September. She is coming here, and we're going to do a little intro to intuition. So that's for everybody, every Joe out there who's just trying to tap in, because I think that's such a part. Do you give, like, when you do your readings, do you give, like, a little tip or two how they can kind of tune into their own?
Every time.
Yeah.
Every time. My goal, and I believe your goal too, is to give them the tools so they can do this on their own.
Yes.
It doesn't mean they have to go read the world, nor would we want.
Yeah, no.
But to live this way in that state is so much better.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, just so that, because when you're trying to decide, your head can get so cloudy. And
no.
And but when we,
it's ravenous. It is.
But when we can kind of teach them a little bit, or just share what we know, then it helps.
Well, what I have seen is that we went through so much to get ourselves out of the way for this work.
Yeah.
And so just by giving them tips, they in turn have to get out of their own way.
Yeah.
Which will help them so much further, whether they do this or not. But when you do that, then your whole world opens up.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sometimes, but sometimes... I don't know.
Or it comes crashing.
It's a catch-22, though, isn't it? Because I think once it opens up, you kind of can't turn back.
You don't want to, but then you have to learn how to manage your energy, and you realize that is worth more than anything else.
Yeah.
Is managing your energy and being able to have that state of awareness.
Yeah.
And feeling connected.
Mm-hmm.
So even when you don't feel connected, you are.
Yeah, and I think that my philosophy on that take is when you're when it feels like it's less connected or the energy doesn't feel as strong, right. I just think that is not, it's either the personality of the person that you're dealing with, or it's how they communicated. Right. Or I tell the students, like, maybe you're focusing on clairvoyant or clairaudient, tell me, but they're showing you pictures and you're just not noticing.
Right. Absolutely.
What language are they using?
Absolutely. And you'll notice that it's thicker and different sometimes you'll hear it so much louder and more clear.
Yeah.
And a lot of it has to do with the energies of the planet as well. There's a lot of hours, a lot of people feel things at nighttime. Well, there's a reason for that. There's not as much, I don't know what you want to say. The channel's a little bit more clear. There's not so many people, there's not so much background noise. Does that make sense?
Yes, exactly.
So it becomes clear.
So, well, speaking of which, I got one more thing coming up. Mavis Patilla.
Oh,
she is coming to the space, and it is going to be. I'll tell you what. First of all, we're serving wine, so that's one reason to come. The second reason is, she's been doing this over 50 years.
She's an amazing teacher,
and she's not doing readings. She's going to give kind of tune into spiritual advice, lessons. What can we learn? Oh, I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, and that's what October 10th, I believe. Yeah. Oh my God, it's going to be so much fun. So, but let's get to our case today, shall we?
Yes.
Okay, so you worked on this case, is that correct?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so let me tell the listeners, I'm talking to you. Let's talk about the case a little bit. I'm going to kind of set it up a bit, and then we're going to kind of talk with Jen and Michelle, and we're going to kind of share with you what they found, what was revealed, and maybe how they kind of got that information. How did it come to Jen? How did those insights come? Sound good to you?
Yeah,
okay.
Absolutely.
So, we have there is a young woman, and she is in spirit. So we will say that, and it is our condolences to the family, but it is through this process that we're really, really grateful that they're sharing the information with us, right?
Yes.
Her name is Zuzu Verk, and you look at her, beautiful, beautiful young woman, and she went missing. Actually October 12th, it looks like, so of 2016. She went missing, and then did the family reach out to you?
Yes.
Okay.
That's usually how I get involved. They reach out to either Tony, my assistant, or she is somebody that works and handles everything. She's what we call the case manager, and Michelle helped as well.
Yeah.
Because what happens is if family gets to me, they give way too much information that can filter, that can hinder what comes through.
Yes.
And so I like to have the least amount of information possible. I like to work with the moms because they have the strongest link to the person that we're looking for, or the person that's responsible for what's happened.
Right.
That's what I've, over the years, it's been really apparent to me that that's the best way to give information is with the mother. So
with that, well, it always goes back to that mother's intuition, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. The Scooby sense, as I call it. the absolute Scooby sense, right?
Well, and in this particular case, her mom woke up in the middle of the night, so early morning, October 12th, and woke up in a panic, but didn't know what was wrong.
Oh, wow.
Went back to sleep, and then reported her daughter missing about 2 days later.
Wow.
And I've heard that in a couple of my cases that's happened to the parent.
Yeah. They get a feeling.
Yeah.
Well, and they didn't live in the same town at the time because her daughter was in college.
They get a feeling, don't they? Now, the question I have is there a time limit, like, before you'll accept a case? For instance, like if it's just been a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, will you actually take on a case, or you just go, wait, it's way too emotional and heightened, I need to let it, or do you just do it? How do you deal with that?
When it comes to a missing persons case, I get on it right away.
Okay.
But I always ask my own guidance if I should.
Okay.
And I follow it because there's been a couple times, and it's rare, where I didn't feel it was right.
Yeah.
And then come to find out there was a family member involved, or there was something along those lines.
Yeah.
They actually reach out to us to see if we know. It's kind of one of those bad films that you see. You know?
Yeah.
And it's creepy.
Yeah.
It's very creepy. But
yeah.
That being said, you're going to deal with the emotions, and that's what's really challenging, but you end up getting, I don't want to say used to it, but you end up realizing that it's for a much bigger universe. Like, you can't get attached to the outcomes, because if you get attached to it, then you're out. You're no good.
Right.
And what I mean by that for the listeners is that if you this goes for anything, if you have an attachment to the outcome and you're trying to get information intuitively, it's going to hinder what comes through, because the universe, whatever you think, you're right. The universe just lets you have it. So you have to get out. Again, it goes back to getting out of your own way, doing it, and then getting out. You can, I cry a lot after I'm done working.
But what about, so, because I know personally, I know I definitely struggle with this in my work, that, and I've gotten better at it.
You've gotten really a lot better at it.
Thank you. But what about that? When someone comes, like, let's say they have someone broke up with them and it's only been a day, or, you've got this missing case, and there's that the emotions are so, like, and so you can feel it. Like, it's hard to kind of, and then they'll kind of drill you,
Right.
So it is, you have to hold those boundaries. But how do you find it's best for you to hold your boundaries, stay in control of what's happening, yet have that compassion and that empathy?
So how I've approached it is, first of all, when it's a missing, this goes back to ethics as well. When there's a missing persons case, I can't tell you how many times you hear some clairvoyant saying, "Oh, this person's dead."
Oh, yeah.
You can't do that.
No.
And you should not do it. And we're going to be teaching that, later on down the road, so for starters, for anybody that wants to do this work, you have to stay grounded. You also have to watch out by not psychically getting information from the parents, because they're going to have their own version of what happened.
Yes.
So I look at it like this. If I was to give you a visual, it's kind of like being in a basketball team. Like, there's the players, and you actually don't want to know anything that they know. I know.
Oh, right. Yeah.
You want to block them.
Yes.
You want to actually block what they're thinking. And then you have to make sure that you don't have your own thoughts with it.
Yeah.
And you have to make sure you don't think of other people while you do it.
Okay.
And,
yes.
And that goes, like, if I think of my daughter because of this kid, my daughter now is in the conversation.
Yes.
She'll feel it and she'll get sick.
Okay.
And that's happened numerous times, So I know people are like, that's crazy that you have to do that. But what happens is then you get a clearer, more tapped in view. It comes in so much better, and you ask spirit to hold your heart. I do that every time.
Yeah.
I'm like, please hold my heart so I can be of service, that I can be better to help handle the situation. And I also use the doctor method. Like, you don't want to go to a doctor who's sick, right? You don't want to go to a clairvoyant that's crying,
right?
You don't want to go where they're sappy, and you don't want to go to a doctor that needs to do surgery, and the doctor goes, "I don't know if I can do surgery on you."
Yeah.
That's not going to help me be confident about the surgery.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So you have to just be that person and get out of your own way, and then deliver the information and show compassion, but use that, like, we will do what we can to find her.
Yeah.
Rarely, parents know intuitively whether they're gone or not.
Yeah.
But it is not our job to say that until there's a body.
Yeah. Well, they said, and I think this is true, but they said, I think it's Amanda Berry, but the 3 girls that were in the Ohio house?
Yes.
I might have the name wrong. I know she's one of the girls. I think it was her mom, but I'm not 100% sure. I know it was one of the girls' mom went to Sylvia Brown.
Yeah.
And she
said
told
they
her,
were gone.
She said the daughter was gone. The daughter was in spirit.
Right.
And then it came out that they survived.
Right.
But the mom later said, it was very devastating. But the mom said, I never believed it. I always felt like she was here. And it just, but you can, so I get where, we have that responsibility. And that's the other thing. So what if we get it wrong, Jen?
What if you get it wrong?
Like, what if you give details and you're leading them to a direction, or you're leading them to, and it's wrong? Like, how do you deal with, I can't worry about being wrong? Do you know what I mean?
So one of the cases that I worked on about being wrong, I gave them a location that we were looking, I think, in Colorado, and I actually described a location that they didn't even end up searching for like another year and a half, right? The information I gave them then didn't make sense.
Yeah.
But it made sense later.
Yeah.
I believe that the information we get, it's going to come out in some way. But you
Yeah.
have to be vulnerable and know that if you're getting prescription drugs, like I did on this case, it doesn't mean the daughter's on them.
Yes.
He was the person that's alleged was a pharmacist.
See? Yeah.
You have to know. You can't sit there and go, oh, she was on drugs or she was doing this. You have to be aware that you are getting something that doesn't mean that it's under your vault of what you know. It's something. It could be something else.
Right.
And the more that I've been open to that, the better the cases have been. And yes, being afraid of being wrong, I've let that go.
Yeah.
It's scary on missing person cases. I don't sleep very well, but I've let that go. You just have to. I'm like, prove me wrong, and then thank you. I'll be out of this.
Yeah.
And I think, Jen, what you've done, which you've really been good about lately, is just giving the information you get. You don't try and come to the conclusions.
Yeah.
That
Or
is
put it
for
together.
the person you're telling, because
Yeah.
you don't really know what it means. You
Yes.
start saying everything you see, and you let the family or the investigators decide
Kind of put it together.
How does it involved in this case?
That's good. That's actually a great. That's great. Now, with this particular case, so we've got Zuzu Verk and young woman, and her mother
Beautiful
came to
girl.
you, right? Mm-hmm. She went missing, so she'd been missing for a couple days and then reached out, right?
Yeah.
Is that right?
About 2 weeks later.
About 2 weeks later. Okay.
And that's usually the barometer for before it gets to me. It's like 10 days
Okay.
before people end up figuring out we need something else
Yeah.
further.
Okay. And this was, it was unbelievable because I'm looking at your notes, or the notes that were written down, and it's like, it's pretty detailed. I mean, it's pretty darn detailed. And, and then now we will say we do have, this we'll show Robert first in the right. So this is her ex-boyfriend. Is that correct?
I believe so. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that's her ex-boyfriend. And then there's his friend in the pink. That's a Christopher. So now these two, they are. We will say, listen, you guys, it's no hidden fact that they have been indicted for this crime.
Yes.
They have not been found. They have not gone to trial or anything like that yet. We are not. We're just acknowledging that they've been indicted for this.
Right.
But when you tapped in, what were your feelings? Can you kind of remember or?
So part of, I want to say real fast that when people, when I get asked, are they alive or are they dead? I tell them, I said, listen, I talk to people's consciousness all the time.
Yeah.
So, and people that are alive show up in the same place that people are, deceased. The energy's a lot different though for people that have died tragically. Mm-hmm. It's very, like you'll get the chills so much that so it's just a different energy, and then it gets calmer as it goes, the time goes by. So to answer your question, can you tell me your question again? Sorry about that.
Well, just that when you got it, it's just a feeling of, did you have a feeling that the person may be connected to her?
Yes,
That
it
was someone she knew?
Yes, right away I felt it was somebody that she was involved with, that she was, that knows something about the case. That's what was coming through.
Yeah.
And then I felt her being what I felt being, I think it was being, I actually said she was her boyfriend. What is he, 26? And then she said, yes, he's 26.
Wow.
And then I said, I feel like you know what took place. The guy was involved, and I felt his father. So I don't know how that stacks up with his dad, but
We don't have any information about that.
Yeah, or I was getting father, which I also thought later on that she was pregnant.
Oh, got it. Okay, so maybe
I just put that together now. That's
Right, because
interesting.
you said you felt her very nauseous, and you asked
Oh,
if she
Very
could be
nauseous.
I
pregnant.
was just going to tell you, that is the craziest thing.
You were nauseous.
I was,
before,
yeah,
right.
I was just
You had
going
to stop and get-
yeah, I was just going to say to you, it's so weird. When I got this, I've been so nauseous. And I literally called you and I literally said,
had to
I
go.
am so nauseous. I don't have time to get some snacks. Can you grab a snack, right?
Right.
But so that's interesting how,
yeah,
this is how it works, everybody.
it does. It does. It's true.
Wow.
And I was too.
Wow,
Yeah.
see? So now when that happens, you're tuning in, right? That's your clairsentient kind of tuning in with you as well, giving you those feelings. But it feels like this. I mean, wow, this is just really unbelievable. I mean, we won't go through all of this just because the case is still pending. But I mean, you felt like there was a big car, with a big end, and
Right.
And they did say that they hid some evidence.
Right.
Or, no.
So I kept on getting a car that had like a hair or something like that, and that there was. Michelle, what was?
You said there was a car with a big back end.
Okay.
It wasn't his. It was
yeah.
borrowed. And they would find evidence in that car.
Yeah, there you go. I
And
think
you
it's the
said
Mustang.
Something that wasn't wiped, maybe on the dashboard. It wasn't wiped clean all the way.
Wow.
And what we then found out is the way that Christopher was arrested is his Mustang was impounded. And they found evidence in the carpet linking her to that car.
Wow.
But he had taken his car. She went missing on October 12th, early in the morning. He had taken his car that day to a friend who owned a car wash who got it. He needed it detailed right away.
Wow.
And it wasn't cleaned well enough, and there was evidence in the car.
Wow. I mean, it's tragic and it's sad, and I think when we work on these cases, we're obviously hoping for the best outcome.
Right.
But even if the outcome is not what we would have wished or hoped for, I do think that the work we're doing, I think we do help get the answers, or at least help give some peace. Isn't it nice just to let the family know, listen, you're not the only one dealing with this. Like, hang on, let me help. Let me be there.
Yeah.
Like, just even that.
Yeah.
And the way the evidence was given by Jennifer, she wasn't saying that she's missing.
Yeah.
She was saying there's evidence in that car to link her to these people.
Wow.
They were involved.
Wow.
And that's
Saying
really
that,
all we
yeah.
were looking for at that time, is to make sure we knew they were involved with it.
And that is just, and it probably confirmed the mother's feelings as well, I'm sure.
It did.
So, as that case holds, now we will keep you updated, you guys. So what we'll do is when it goes to trial, or when there's an outcome, we'll do a follow-up. And then maybe what we can do is
the mom on.
So you can have the mom on, and then we can go over then we have Jennifer's actual notes that she originally wrote. So we have all of that, and what we'll do is we'll really be at liberty to disclose everything at that point. That sound fair enough?
Absolutely.
Well, we got some time, so how about some readings?
Love it.
Does that sound good to you?
Yes.
All right, we've got some callers in line who've been good little students, but I'll tell you what, let's, if you didn't get the number yet, 323-992-3115. We do draw these numbers at random. And a couple little rules here. You call, you get through. You got to have your phone just up to your ear, please. No speakerphone, no Bluetooth, none of that fun stuff, because it actually creates distortion, especially when we have so much energy in the room as it is. And just know you're going to get a quick little greeting, not a full reading, just a quick little greeting. So if you have a question or something you want to ask Jennifer or myself, we're excited.
Yes.
Yeah, aren't we?
I love that.
Let's do this.
Let's do it. What number?
Let's go number 3, 414. Did I tell you I got these new contacts so I can see all the? I feel, I'm like, I can read the numbers. 414. Is that 414? Yeah. 424. I can read the numbers as long as it's kind of close. 434. Hey, this is Colby and Jennifer.
Hi.
Who is this? Hi. Who's this?
This is Miranda.
Hi, Miranda. How you doing, babe?
I'm doing just fine and dandy. I'm loving listening to y'all tonight.
Yay.
Oh, thank you.
Awesome. Do you have a question for us that we can help you with tonight?
Yeah, so I wanted to see if maybe you guys could get in touch with my grandfather.
Okay.
I've been feeling like he's been around lately.
Okay. Don't say anything else.
I just kind of want to say hi.
Okay. Well, how about we see if we can kind of say hi from him to you.
Go ahead. I know this sounds weird, but do you scent, like, does he have a certain smell that you smell? Like, I feel like you get smells. Miranda.
Yeah, I smell cigarette smoke. He used to smoke his whole life, and I smell that.
Okay, and when there's nobody smoking, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And then he's also showing me, like, there's something with a picture on the wall, right? Do you have something that you look at when you talk to him?
No, I don't have anything.
Photograph.
I don't have any pictures of him, but my grandmother does.
Your grandmother does. Okay. And how's your grandmother doing? Or should we tell you?
You can tell me if you want.
Okay. I feel like I don't know if it's her heart, but I feel like there's a little bit of, it feels a little heavy. Does that make sense?
Yeah, she's been going through a really rough time since he's been gone, so it could be a broken heart maybe that you're feeling.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. You check in on her, though. You make her really happy.
Yeah.
You're really good about that.
I do.
That's wonderful. Go ahead.
Okay, so I feel like too. I saw a man with suspenders. So I don't know if your grandfather ever wore suspenders, but does that make sense at all?
That was in the picture.
He did. He was a wee little man, but he definitely did wear suspenders.
I thought that was the oddest.
That was the picture.
Okay, and I do feel like he gives me this feeling. He was small, but he was mighty, and I just feel like I do feel like now he does make me feel like he's a little bit of a loud talker because I feel like I want to raise my voice. You know what I mean? So I feel like he could raise the energy and raise the voice with his voice. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And I keep feeling like, and I just keep feeling, tell her you're getting a reading. Tell her you're busy. What's your daughter's name?
That's my son. His name's Connor.
Oh, Connor. I did not mean to change his gender. He's still young. He's got a hhigh-pitched voice.
Yeah.
So funny.
I hope we're not telling you something, okay? Just know that's not a prediction.
I think the high-pitched voice, your grandfather on the other side, did he have issues with his ear? And hearing?
Yeah, hearing it.
And so
yes.
Yeah, so when the high pitch is what he heard.
Yeah.
And so that's what came through for you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That is really cool. And I keep seeing a rocking horse. So I don't know if you happen to have a rocking horse or there's a connection to horses with him as well. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I had one when I was little.
Okay. I just
sweet.
feel like he just shows this sense of playing with you. Very playful man. He just feels like he's super playful.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, very much so.
Yeah. So, and then is there a James? Is there a name James in the family?
James.
Yeah. Or Jay?
Yeah. On the opposite side of the family, my mom's dad's name is James.
Okay, is he also in spirit?
Yes.
Oh shoot! Sorry, my bad. He's coming through. Hang on, Jen. Go ahead. Let's stay with your grandfather. Tell your mom or
That's okay.
Okay. Okay. So, anyhow, Miranda, I think the grandfather's saying hi. Yes, Jen.
Yeah, and he's also, I think, showing that you're taking really good care of yourself. I think you changed your diet recently, a couple months ago.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's saying that you've done really well. You're keeping yourself healthy.
That's good. I feel him all the time, and I just want him to know that I know that he's there. Well, and I feel him, and I feel him touch my forehead when I go to sleep. So I appreciate it, and I love him.
You don't need us. Talk to him.
Yeah.
And see what comes through.
I do. I just want verification that I'm not crazy and that I'm actually talking to him.
We're not going to tell you you're not crazy. You're definitely a little cray cray, honey.
You called us. That's funny.
And then one other real quick thing. I just heard that he had handkerchiefs, and ask your grandma for one of the handkerchiefs, that she's got a drawer of handkerchiefs. So grab a handkerchief and put it in your drawer.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So there you go. We'll leave that with you.
Thanks for calling, Miranda.
Yeah. Thank you for listening, and give Connor big kisses.
All right.
I will. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a good night.
Good night.
Bye.
There is a message. Look at this. This is so crazy. Wow. Okay, so when I bought my house, I found out there was a murder-suicide in it, previous owner. Woo! Odd things happen. Okay, well, I hope that person disclosed it when they bought it, because that's kind of like the law, I think. Odd things happen in my house from time to time. I would think so. Do you think one of them are still here, either the murderer or the victim? I have a feeling. Do you have a feeling, Jen?
Mm-hmm. I keep getting the back door.
Like I got a back door too.
Yeah. So
I wonder if the back door,
if there's something, it feels like there's activity with that.
Yeah.
And there's also something with the lamp, like something that's hanging down.
Yeah.
I don't know if it comes to, but I think it's very crazy kind of energy, and so that usually is from what I'm looking at.
Well,
it's the victim.
Yeah, I think it's the victim,
and I don't know. I'm not saying that. I'm just not picking up the murderer. I'm getting the victim and how that energy was a little bit crazy at the time.
Okay, this is really crazy. So I was okay. This is really freaky. I was gonna say it feels like it's a woman. So I think that it's a woman, and I don't know if she's like a grandmotherly person, but I feel like it's that lady in the house. So it was the victim, but. I was getting ready to write woman, and I wrote the color yellow. How weird is that? My hand wrote yellow. So if Kim has a connection to the color yellow or connection yellow to the house, you got to let us know, because that would be just too weird and freaky. It's
also a song by Coldplay, and it's also something that comes through when somebody has cancer.
Oh, interesting.
So maybe I haven't looked at it, but
I don't know.
Again, we're sharing with you the interpretations that we could possibly get. The process.
Yeah. And when we both got backdoor, I got a swinging backdoor that would like slam, but you said sliding. So you got a sliding, I got a swinging. So it's either swinging or sliding.
It's something annoying.
But we know it's a backdoor.
Right. That's funny.
But I feel like this energy, yes, they do move things, but I almost feel like it's just because the lady kind of feels like she felt very connected to this place, and I feel like it still feels like her. So it doesn't feel negative. It actually feels loving. It feels like she's almost trying to protect it. It'd be interesting to kind of get some feedback from Kim on what she can validate. But
they changed something in the house, and that's where things started getting crazy.
Yeah.
I feel. Like either they changed the way it looks on the inside, or did some redecorating, or
yeah,
and cleaning out. I think and something with the garage. You just got the garage as well.
Oh my God.
Yeah, feels like a lot of activity in there.
I got a dish. There's something about a dish that broke. I don't know if the dish came out. It's so good. I wonder if there's a dish that came out and came out like out the cabinet by itself. Like, I know that sounds crazy. I don't want to get all weird, but. I mean, I don't want
as opposed to other things.
What happened to Colby? Like but I'm like, I'm not gonna make it this weekend. No. So this is interesting.
Yeah. So what you saw, or correct me if I'm wrong, you saw cabinets, right?
I saw
that, and I placed the cabinets that I saw in a dark room, which usually shows me a garage.
Ah, okay.
So that's where I felt activity.
Oh.
That could be the kitchen.
Well, I saw like a kitchen the kitchen cabinets, and then I saw the doors open, and I saw all the dishes stacked, and then I just saw one come out. And I just went, well, that's I'm not staying at Kim's place.
That's funny.
Yeah.
And I realized she's wanting to know if it's okay.
I think it's okay.
Just sage it,
Well, I have such specific thoughts. Why get rid of the poor lady?
Don't get rid of the poor lady, but sage what you think. Okay, for me, when I say that to somebody, it's not for them to get rid of something. It's for their minds to feel good.
Okay.
Because you think you're doing something. You don't have to physically sage anything, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's your mind. If you think that you're okay now, then the universe lets you think that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And you're wearing sage, so... and there's a connection.
Yes.
Very peaceful. So there we go. Now. There we go, Kim. That is our interpretation of your knockings. There's knockings, the back door, the lights, the garage. We've got a kitchen with a dish flying out on its own, and a lady, and something about the color yellow. So
yes, yeah, or it could be cancer,
or cancer. That's cancer. Right, or the song Coldplay.
Yeah,
I don't know. So. Parachutes. Isn't that I don't even know why I said that. That's not even the name of the song, is it? Yellow is the name of the song. Sorry. Sorry.
I'm like, I do want to fly out of it. I do want to skydive, so.
I kind of want to too, but I'll tell you what, I think you're going to have to, I don't know.
Parachutes might be the name of the album.
That's what I thought. I don't know. Is that what the name of the album? Oh, okay, there we go. There we go. All right, how about another color?
Let's go.
All right. How about number 289? Is that two? Okay, 289. Okay, 289. This is Colby and Jennifer. Who is this?
Hi, it's Madeline.
Oh, Madeline, how you doing?
I'm doing great, and I even told him you don't have to pick me up, but you know how many I got up there, girl, and I was picking up on so much of what you said and connecting again.
Oh, good.
Oh, wow. All right, so what we'll do is we'll give you a quick little love message. How is that?
Okay.
You feel good about giving
That'd
a quick...
be awesome.
Okay, so what, I just feel like, okay, so actually there is, in October, the month of October, I wonder if this is your dad. Is your dad's birthday in the month of October? Is that happening? Is that somebody, I feel like there's a birthday and the person is saying they're saying, hey, it's my birthday.
No, Dad wouldn't be in October.
Or an anniversary, somebody's anniversary.
That would be November for them. Now, the brother-in-law who passed was October.
Okay. Is it? And is there another connection to the number 12? Oh, that could be December. See?
Lots of 12, yes. We just lost someone on the 12th, actually, of July.
Okay, got it. Okay, all right.
And that would be connection because he has the same name as my dad.
Got it. Okay, there we go. Okay, got it. It's not a James, is it?
That's my dad's birthday. James is my
He
dad.
has a brother, James,
Oh,
actually.
wow. See this James, there's a lot of James here. I know it's a common name, but there's a lot of James here tonight. Do you want to
There's 3 Jameses, yeah.
See
Wow.
that?
Yeah.
So why don't do you want to give Madeline a quick little, like, just message of love from Spirit?
Yes. Did you do something different with your hair? I just saw your bangs going
Actually,
up.
I haven't cut it in 5 years. It's
Okay,
just down past my
are
rear end.
you gonna get a little trim?
I walked in last week the first time in 5 years and wanted to get it trimmed. I got the nerve, and they were busy and couldn't do it, and I left.
You left. Okay.
Oh,
I just said it was a big deal, but that's so funny.
Yeah, but you know what? Listen, Madeline, don't take that as a sign that you're not supposed to get a haircut. That wasn't the right person that was supposed to cut it.
Right. Your hair is very precious, and that's what I was getting. And so they just wanted to bring that up. Go back in there. Mm-hmm. Okay?
Awesome. Okay, I will.
Alrighty.
Yeah. So anyhow, I do feel like there's love from Spirit. I do feel like there's you've got an uncle also stepping forward. So I guess is that connected to the man who just passed on the 12th?
Yes.
Okay. I just feel like he wants to say hi, and then there's also a Bill. So do you have a Bill in Spirit as well?
He has a son, Bill.
Okay. Thank you. I just feel like he wants to say hi and let you know he's over there. He's doing okay. I feel like
you talked to him already.
I do. I talk to him all.
He loves it. So just keep doing that. There is, and listen to what they have to say too.
Yeah.
Okay. They're encouraging you to get outside the house.
Oh, awesome. I was crippled up a little bit and just got released from physio, so that is exactly my intention. Yeah.
Good. Well, thanks for calling in, sweetheart.
Yeah, there you go,
Thanks,
Madeline.
guys. You guys are awesome.
Love you. Bye.
Okay, love you too. Take care. Bye-bye.
I just love that lady. She is just the nicest, purest, sweetest heart, good soul.
It's funny, when I was going to give a message to her, like, talk about the hair.
Yeah, well, it's unbelievable. I've seen her hair is literally, I think it's like kind of a silver white, and it's all like all the way down, like a what is that? Fairy tale, the hair.
Rapunzel.
Yeah, it's like that.
I was Rapunzel
But
in a play.
this is why we call it what's that called? Charades?
Yes.
Because I'm showing what it is, and then she gets the picture, and then she says, like, this is, and that's kind of how Spirit works. Spirit says,
absolutely.
and you're like, oh, Rapunzel, like, it's how it works, right?
Who remembers Rapunzel?
Well, apparently I did.
Do.
I kind of was like, I
funny.
just saw the hair braided down.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. So, boy, time is flying by.
Yes.
Isn't it fun?
It is fun.
We have fun. I love this, you guys.
I think Spirit has a lot of fun with us.
They do. We have a good time. We have time for maybe another call. So how about 302? We can hear you.
I got disconnected. Got back on after you finished talking with Tim. Because then I didn't miss a response. With that girl. just said. Oh, that's me.
Hello.
Hi.
We've been waiting for you, We've heard that whole conversation.
Hi, it's me, Terry.
Hi, Terry. How are you?
Hi, Terry.
Good. Am I talking to Colby?
Colby and Jennifer.
Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Colby. It's me, Terry.
Hi,
Hi,
Terry.
Terry.
Do you have a question for us?
Yeah, listen, my man's never got a read. Great. Hey, listen, my man's never got a reading, and I'm wondering if you guys are picking up anything about him.
You have to mute your TV or something, or we have to drop the call. Sorry, there's too much feedback. Can you turn off the TV? All right, all right. I'm so Terry.
sorry,
I'm
Terry.
sorry because you got through, but there was just something really off with the line, and your TV was playing. So I'm sorry, honey. If you can get back in the queue, we can take a look and see if we can pull you back in. Okay. So that's a bummer.
I know.
It was her computer.
Oh, is that what it was? Was she on Skype or something?
She was listening to the show, but it had a little bit of a
delay.
Oh, wait. Well, actually, her question was, her man has never gotten a reading. Do we have anything for him? So,
what's his name?
I don't.
Okay, so
I don't have his name.
And her name was Terry.
Her
right?
name is Terry. Yeah.
Okay. It feels like he's making decisions right now, work related.
Okay. Yeah, I felt work too.
Yeah.
There's definitely something about work, and maybe some
And a
stress
move.
around his work. You
Yeah.
know. So, and I just will say real quick that there's a father in spirit for him, or like definitely a man who would have been like a father to him for sure. Is that what I'm feeling?
Yeah, and
So.
I feel like too that he should do it. Whatever he's thinking about doing, that he's hesitant about with work.
Yeah.
That he should do it. I know he's like you said, the stress. I feel his heart with the stress. But,
Yeah. Yeah, it is about kind of.
He's waited a long time. It feels like. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah. But I'm sorry. So Terry, you make sure you keep listening and try to call back. But that's a few little notes for him. At least he gets a little dripping of love.
Yes.
All right. How about 7? What is that? 702. All right. Let's do 702. 702. This is Colby and Jennifer. Who is this?
Hello, it's Rachel.
Hi, Rachel.
Oh, Rachel, you doing okay?
Hi. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Do you have a question for Jennifer or myself?
Basically just messages from the other side of what they want me to know.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. You want me to start or you want to
Go
start?
ahead. Go
Okay.
ahead and start.
Rachel, one of the things I was hearing, that there's a little bit of a difficult time right now for you. Like, I just feel like, I don't know, were you just feeling like kind of, like, as soon as I heard your voice, I just felt like, oh, she needs some reassurance. She needs some lifting, some love. Does that make sense? Like, was it just a little bit of a difficult time? Okay. And I just feel like, like, even when you answered, it's like my heart, like, kind of dropped a bit. And I do feel like there's a lady in spirit that wants to come forward for
like
you,
a
okay?
mother figure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lady in spirit. And I just feel like this lady kind of wants to hold you. Like, I feel like she wants to hold you and this definitely reassuring feeling.
Yes.
And she's giving me this. Do you have a grandmother in spirit, Rachel? Is that who
Yes.
you, okay. And you understand, like, this loving kind of reassuring thing for you?
Felt like a motherly love.
Mm-hmm. And I keep seeing a heart over and over and over. So I don't know if you see hearts for her and a butterfly. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely the butterflies.
Yeah.
Definitely the butterflies.
Yeah.
The other thing that I see, were you concerned about your health?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's the part that I feel like is weighing on your mind, correct?
In a way, yeah.
Okay.
I'm just concerned just because I'm going through a rough time. So.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what kept coming through was her health.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong, but I can tell that you're worried about it.
Yeah. Is there something about a baby? Do you have
Baby.
Rachel, do you mind if I ask if there's a baby in spirit, honey?
A baby in spirit, not that I know of.
Or have you been thinking about babies or having babies?
Is there a new baby?
Well, I have a daughter, but yeah.
Okay.
But she's young, is that right?
Yeah, she's 8 years old.
Oh,
Okay.
no, I've seen more of a baby.
Yeah, I felt there was a baby around her as well.
I feel like there's going to be a baby.
Hold on.
Do you want another kid, Rachel?
I love children, so yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm telling you, there's going to be another baby, and then
Yes.
I'm seeing that baby be called Colby. That's what I'm saying. That's what a beautiful name. That's me. That's not spirit. That's me.
That's her conscious mind.
Yeah, my bad. That was my outside voice. Real quick, I will say one more thing about your grandmom, okay? Your grandmom gives me this feeling of your grandmom, okay. And then there's also a man in spirit, and I feel like this may be a father, because I feel like they just tucked you in. So I feel like there's a feeling of tucking you in, okay? And I get this really strong feeling of like needing that reassurance with yourself, needing that constant reassurance that you're not alone. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Do you understand? Is there a father in spirit or a man in spirit that's like a father to you?
I have quite a few grandparents that have passed recently.
Okay.
So
Okay.
there's 2 of them.
Okay.
They felt like they were really involved with you, though, like as if they helped raise you in some way.
Yeah. So, are you there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm just trying to think. No one really raised me. I've been kind of just visiting them when I was growing up. So
When you were growing up, okay.
Okay. There is this feeling too of bubbles. So I get this feeling of light bubbles. Okay. So when your grandmom comes in, I just feel like you may feel this lightness. I feel like you kind of see her out of the corner of your eye a little bit. You may just kind of feel, but I feel like it's right around. So just kind of pay attention to the lightness or the bubbles, or even like your daughter looking at. I don't know. Oh, I wonder if it's orbs. I wonder if they've got orbs in the house. That's what I was.
Have they shown up on pictures at all?
Have you?
I haven't noticed.
You haven't noticed?
But I definitely feel them around a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And have you recently as well? Is there something with your diet or with does your stomach hurt, health wise?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of. I've been going through a lot of physical changes and things with my eating habits and everything. It's just been
Okay. Well, hang in there. You're doing great. Hang in there with that, okay?
yeah.
All right.
It's tough.
Thank you.
Rachel, that's about all the time that we can spend, and I hope that helps you, honey. I hope that is.
I do appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and just sending you lots of love and healing. Okay.
Thank you. You guys have a great day.
You too.
Rachel.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for calling.
Bye.
Oh, she's so sweet, isn't she?
She's so sweet. She's so loved. And the reason why we got mother and father, it's another thing, is because she's so loved from the other side that you feel like it's only...
And all
it's a mother
tucked
and
in
father.
and nurtured and taken care of.
Right.
So,
and I think that was the message, is that she's very cared for.
she is very cared for.
And I knew that she was, I could feel medical-wise that she didn't feel good.
Yeah.
And a lot of it has to do with the diet or the food and weeding it out. Like, we all go through that.
Yeah. Well, that is our time. Can you even believe it?
No.
Well, look, real quick, tell everyone where they can find you, Jen.
JenniferShaffer.com. SHAFFER.com.
There you go, everybody. So you got to go to our website. You got to check out the social media. Same thing on social media, right?
Yes.
There you go. And I tell you what, I love this.
Thank you for having me.
Oh my God, I love this.
This
is our time. And again, our condolences and love to Zuzu's family. And we are hoping for some final closure on this chapter for her and peace. Okay. Yes. All right. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. You can catch tomorrow morning Coffee with Colby, 10 a.m. I'll be on location, special location. So tune in. All right. There you go, guys. Gotta go. Chardonnay's waiting. Have a great night. Bye.
Sometimes I feel like a star, but only strictly where I'm famous. I'm in this for the longest haul, like we'll see where it takes us. I'm throwing back these double shots like whiskey here is weightless. Cause this career I chose was even riskier than Vegas, yo.